Hey guys, this is Curtaloid here with,
RobTron255.
and today we are going to be starting a new series, and this is going to be all about Yu-Gi-Oh! I should have mentioned this in my channel description, and I probably will later, but we are going to be teaching you how to build a Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, you have some cards, don't you?
Mhm. Right here, and then I have my deck,
And
which I
then
spent years putting together.
eventually, I still don't know how I'm going to do my schedule yet, if I'm going to do one a day, one a week, probably one a day. Um, so this will be the first part of the Yu-Gi-Oh! One. Either the next day or the next week, you'll see us doing a brawl or duel, whatever you want to call it, in
A
Yu-Gi-Oh!
duel.
Okay, so I will take this and leave it to RobTron255 to teach you how to build a deck, because I'm clueless, so I am a learner here today.
Okay, well, build a deck. You're not gonna need just monsters, just traps, or just spells. You're gonna need a mixture of all of them if you want to make a good deck. Good. And now, the key to that is, well, really, you gotta find See, most cards have abilities. Like if you can look down here. Uh, can they do
The ability, so like what the words say down there.
that? Mm-hmm. And if it says effect right after, like, their type of monster, and they'd say effect. If it doesn't say anything, then it's just a normal monster. That's a trick that I didn't learn for like 10 years. And so, you look down here and you gotta read them, and then you wanna find cards that can match up to that. Like, I have Egyptian god cards here, which are supposedly the most powerful cards in the game.
Are they rare?
They are super rare.
Are they hard to pull?
Well, yeah, but
Wait, okay, so how do you go about getting a Yu-Gi-Oh card?
how do you go about getting a Yu-Gi-Oh card? Well, if you're gonna do it traditionally, you'd go to a store, like let's say Rite Aid, which isn't the best place. But if you want to go really good, if you want really good cards or like tins and stuff, you want to go to like Toys R Us or Walmart. But there are super good super good boxes called premium gold boxes, which some can go from having Exodia pieces in there to Egyptian god cards to really anything.
So I'm guessing Exodia pieces and Egyptian god cards are good.
Those are very good. Exodia pieces are get all 5, you win the game.
That's pretty good.
But you can only have one in your deck, and they are very hard to pull.
That's
So
cool.
you're going to need a deck about drawing cards. So you're mostly going to be needing lots of spells.
How many
Lots.
cards will you need for a deck?
The minimum is 40, the maximum is 60, from my memory.
That's pretty cool.
Hmm.
What do you have in your deck average?
On my deck, I usually have 60, because I like to get as many cards as I can, enough to not really, I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know exactly.
And then there are other cards in a deck called extra deck cards. This token is not one of them. Screw that. Get that shit out of here. But see, these extra deck cards, there are fusions, which are purple. Don't mistake them for trap cards. Don't.
Are they different?
You do, you're gonna get smacked. They are very different. Trap cards sometimes can turn into monsters if they have a special effect on them. Fusion monsters, you're gonna need sometimes specific monsters or just a bunch of random monsters. Like the 5-headed dragon here, you need 5 dragon monsters and a fusion card. Which a fusion card can go from polymerization. Let me pull one out from here. I know I have one.
How do you know how many cards you need to tribute to set a card or use it?
Set a card or use it. Well,
Does it say on the card like how
it
many
does not
cards?
say on the card. A level, all the way up to level 4, you don't need like 1 star equals 1. The levels are the stars on the card.
So these little orange dots are the level?
On the top. Like that 5-headed dragon is a 12-star monster.
12 stars?
But that's not really important. But like, let's put this Red Eyes Black Flare Dragon. It has 7 stars, so it's gonna need you to tribute 2 monsters. Level 5 to 6, you need 1 monster to tribute. Level 7 and up, you need 2. But Egyptian god cards, you need 3, or like any card in the effect thing that says you need like a certain requirement to have met. Like if we look at this Light for the Sky Dragon. Now if we read this little Light for the Sky Dragon, you can see at the beginning it says requires 3 tributes to summon.
Right. I don't know how well this is going to focus for you guys, but you know, oh wow, that does not help. But if you were able to read this, it would say requires 3 tributes to normal summon this monster. So you need 3.
Cannot be normal summon or set. This card's normal summon cannot be negated. When normal summon cards and effects cannot be activated. Once per turn during the end phase, if this card was special summoned, send it to the graveyard. This card gains 1,000 attack and defense for each card in your hand. If a monster or monsters is normal or special summoned to your opponent's side of the field in face-up attack position, that monster loses 2,000 attack and its attack. If its attack been reduced to 0, destroy it. And the reason why I know that is because I have another Light for the Sky Dragon in here.
Huh. Is that your deck?
No, this is yours.
Alright.
That's why it has the 3.
See, I'm new to this whole thing, so I really have no idea how to play. So this is a learning process for me as along for all of you.
Who don't already know how to play the game, and
Maybe you already know how to play the game, but you need help building a deck, so we're going to show you how to do that now.
well, it really all depends. Well, I already pretty much went over that. You need cards that go together. Like, if you can read 2 cards, like, let's say one needs to, like, requires 3 tributes, and then there's this one card called Sonic Chick that cannot be destroyed by monsters that have 1,900 or more attack points by battle.
Right.
Which, you would want that because most monsters are going to be high level, well, higher attack monsters is what people usually want to go for.
Right.
Sometimes they want to go for the lower level ones so they can attack directly, which is mostly why there are lower monsters which have better, well, sometimes better effects.
Right.
And then there's a spell card called pretty sure it's called Double Defense. You have 2 monsters in defense mode while this card is activated. One of them, well, they cannot be destroyed by battle once per turn, which means first time can't be destroyed. Second time, yeah, it's gone out.
Really?
Which sucks, but still, what are you gonna do?
Right.
So you're gonna want to put that in a card in, let's say, a stalling deck. Which a stalling deck is for when you need to get out a certain card or cards, which would be the Exodia deck. I have made one. And
the Exodia deck?
I do not like it.
Really?
I do not like to use it because I like to go for putting my opponent in a place where they can't do anything. Like, I have traps that either destroy your monsters or make them not able to attack.
Right.
Either that or lower their attack, and they can't attack.
That's true.
Which is how I look at a deck as someone's personality. Like, you put your cards how you... Like, if I look at your... Like, if I know you very well, and then I look at your deck if you play the game, then I'm gonna see similarities in your personality to your deck.
Right.
Like, my deck goes for brute force, and I'm a guy that likes to do things not really thinking.
And you got to be kind of skilled to pick that out, you know.
You're gonna need to execute a plan.
You're going to need to know, like, what cards are good in a deck, you know, to pick that out.
Well, it all depends on your arrangement of cards that you have.
Right. Right.
And these Xyz monsters are really good. XYZs, however you want to say it. I call it Xyz because I like to go off the show,
Right.
which sucked. You don't need any you don't need a spell usually.
In the show.
No, like this, like the real thing.
No.
Like right here, this Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon. You need 2 level 7 monsters. You don't need to fuse them or nothing. It just, if you have that requirement, boom, slap it on there. Call it good.
I see. So that's about it, right? For like building a deck and all that.
Mhm.
So we will do another video for you guys, probably tomorrow or next week, depending upon how often I upload these. Probably I'm going to do one every day, so you should be expecting another one tomorrow. And in that video, we'll show you how to play. So we just explained to you basically how to build a deck, like what cards you should put in your deck and everything you need to know about building a deck. So tomorrow, we're going to play for you. I have not played, I've played before. I'm really bad. I'm going to definitely need help from Robtron255 on how to play. So this probably won't be an official match because he'll be helping me a lot. But you guys will at least get the gist of how to play and stuff. So I will see you guys in the next video, and see you later.
Later.